I heard that you guys wanted more Halloween DIY videos. So today I'm going to show you how to make your very own super cute Halloween nails, like this. They are perfect for Halloween, really all of October, and just anytime you feel like being spooky and cute. Let's get started! In this video, I will be using all of these gel polish colors, but if you don't have these colors in gel polish or nail polish, do not worry, you can always switch up the designs to be able to work with the colors that you do have. I'm working with gel polish, so I will be using a base coat and a top coat, black, orange, yellow, white, red, pink, and green. Whether you are using nail polish or gel polish, you are going to want to start with a base coat to help the polish stick to your nail and stay on as long as it can. Because I'm using a gel, I'm going to cure the polish between every layer for 30 seconds with an LED lamp. If you're using a UV lamp, it will be more like 2 minutes. And if you're using regular nail polish, you're just gonna have to wait it out between each layer, so get comfortable, this is gonna take a while. I want the background of each nail to be black, so I'm just going to paint a coat of black across all of my nails and then cure it for 30 seconds. Now using just a little bit of orange polish on a tiny brush, I'm going to start drawing out the outline of a tiny little ghost. When doing nail art, you're working in layers, so you're going to want to start with what will be in the back of your final image and add more colors as you go, and then the details like the faces will be the last step. Once you're happy with your outline, fill it in with more polish so the color is opaque. Remember to let your polish dry completely before moving on to another color, or in the case of gel, make sure you cure it before you change colors. So I just wanted the orange to be an outline for my final ghost picture, so now I will come in with white and go over that same shape that I did before, but leaving a little space around the edges so that the orange outline shows up. And then using a dotting tool, I'm going to dot 2 black eyes. If you don't have a dotting tool, just use a tiny paintbrush and paint 2 little circles. Then switching back to a paintbrush, I will add a little smile. And then back to the dotting tool to add 2 pink cheeks and 2 white dots in the eyes. Adding the white dots and the pink cheeks will really up the cute factor of all of your little designs. After your ghost is done and you've cured it, apply a top coat to finalize it and make it really shiny. Moving on to our pumpkin nail. Again, I'm going to do an outline the same way that I did the orange on the ghost, but this time I'm using yellow to outline the orange pumpkin. Once you have the outline, fill it all in with yellow. And remember, I'm curing it between each color change. I've kind of stopped showing you every time that I do it, but you want it to be dry before moving on so that your colors don't mix together. Now using orange, I'm drawing a pumpkin shape inside of the yellow outline. Then I'm adding a green stem on top of the pumpkin. You could also use brown for this. You could even use black so that you don't need as many colors for this tutorial. Then draw a jack-o'-lantern face however you want. I am doing triangle eyes and a cute little mouth, but this is a good place to get creative and draw whatever kind of face you want. And while I'm talking about it, you can totally change up any of the designs that I'm doing. You don't have to do a ghost, a pumpkin, a spider, and candy corn and fangs. You could do a Frankenstein or black cat or vampire or skull, anything. Just get creative and have fun with it, and your Halloween nail art will be awesome. And now that my pumpkin's done, I'm going to cover it with a shiny top coat. For my spider web and spider nail, I'm going to start with the background, which is going to be the web. So I'm going to use white nail polish to draw out 3 lines and then connect them all with little swoopy lines. And that will make a nice little web design. If you mess up, you can use black to go back in and cover up the white if you have too much, like I do at the base of my web. Now I'm going to make the outline of the spider in orange. If you don't outline the spider against a black and white background, it probably won't show up as much as you would like it to. So putting a color like orange in between the blacks helps separate it from the background and make it so that you can see the spider that you're putting on the web. And once the orange outline is done, I'm going to add black in to start making my spider. I gave him a big body and 8 little short legs. Wait, what is this? Somehow I got black on my... How did this happen? Whatever. Anyway, so I gave him 8 little short legs because it's less scary and a lot cuter that way. Then I used my dotting tool to dot some little eyeballs on there for him and a small little smile. Again, I added pink cheeks to make him cute. And then after adding a top coat, the spider nail is all done. The candy corn nail is very easy. I'm just using a little bit of white polish to outline the shape of the candy corn, and then I'm going to fill in the top portion with white. I cured that one even though I'm not coming back in on top of it, but just so that I don't accidentally smear the shape out. And then I add a big orange section in the middle. Depending on what section you want to put the face in, you should make that section the biggest. I would recommend either the orange one or the yellow one. I'm going with orange in the middle, and then I'm going to put a little strip of yellow along the bottom. And then it's time to add the face. I'm doing the same way as I did before, using my dotting tool to make little black eyes and a tiny paintbrush to draw a mouth. And then I'm going to add pink cheeks with the dotting tool and little white dots in the eyes. Cure it and then add a top coat to finish off your candy corn nail. And finally, I've saved the thumb for last. This one is very simple too. I'm just going to do some fangs that are dripping blood. Using a white polish, I'm going to draw out some teeth. The two on the outside should be the longest because those are the fangs. And then I'm going to come back in with the red polish to add drops of blood coming off of the fangs. And then I'll put like a pool of blood at the tip of the nail. And then I will use my dotting tool to add a few more little droplets of blood dripping down. After it's done, add a top coat, and you are all set. You can make your other hand the same or different Halloween characters. And then your kawaii Halloween nails are done! So that's it! All the polishes and beginner kit and everything that I used in this video today is from Madam Glam, and I do have a discount code to that site for you. It is Alexa30 and will get you 30% off everything on that site. I hope you guys decide to try out this tutorial. If you do, please share pictures of it with me on Twitter or Instagram or wherever. I'd love to see what you guys make. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next Halloween video. Bye!